welcome to the brand new series of Bamzooki, the only show where you can build your very own virtual creatures, and we'll test them out right here. And look at this new studio. Look, we've got new team tables, a massive new contest table, and of course, a brand new Bernard. Look at that paint job, Rich. How good is he looking?
Fantastic. We've also got great new games, Jake. We've got Zook Marbles, Zook Breakout, Zook Smash, Zook Cubes, Ready, Steady, Zook,
Yeah,
Zook
we really
Super
have got loads of brand new games, and of course, some brand new teams. So let's meet our very first team on this series of Bamzooki, and they designed their Zooks the family way.
Zook 'em down, Zook sausage roll, dodgy Zook, Zook bowling, weakest Zook.
Well, Zookaramas, should we have a look at the photo album?
Great idea.
I've almost forgotten what the Zooks used to look like.
Oh, they grow up so quickly, don't they?
Oh, look, it's Speedy and he was only a few seconds old.
That was before we put any legs on him. He couldn't move.
He grew up quickly once we went to work on him. Who'd have thought he'd grow up to be so good at obstacles?
Hey, look, it's Rocky. He's trying out his first leg. Once we copied it round his body, he became really strong.
Oh, look, Krabby's next. Look how slow he's walking. But look what happens when we increased his cycle speeds. He became our fastest one.
Which just leaves Football Crazy. Fantastic. We've got a great team of Zooks.
But why have you left the last page blank, Amber? Well, I'm saving it for a picture of us winning the Bamzooki trophy. Zookaramas!
And they could be posing with these four: Speedy, Football Crazy, Rocky, and Krabby.
Zookaramas, welcome to Bamzooki. Are you excited about today?
Yes.
Now, I love Football Crazy. What a special Zook. Tell me all about him.
Well, we designed him to be like a football player, so he's manoeuvrable and he's got accurate aim.
What about Speedy? Now, those legs are so amazing. Who's responsible for those?
I am. We designed him for hurdles and, like, speed and all that kind of stuff.
Listen, Zookaramas, have a brilliant time with us here on Bamzooki. Best of luck.
Okay,
and it's now time to meet your opponents. And this is the moment that Zooks entered their world.
That's me, Reese. There's Evan, and there's Jamie. We're the rebels from Cardiff, and this is the night we discovered Bamzooki.
Whoa, lads, check this out.
What is it?
Bamzooki.
Yeah, Bamzooki. But what is it?
It's basically a television game show for CBBC, where players make and race computer-generated creatures called Zooks.
What?
If we go to the CBBC homepage, we can download the Zook building manual. First, we got to decide on a body shape.
Now we need some legs. Let's keep it simple. I vote for 4.
And so we worked for hours and hours, days and days, until we finally made a Zook that we were happy with.
I like him. He's fast and strong. What do you think?
It's Ace. Only 3 more to go.
But they did it. Let me introduce you to Dakalak, Flame, Four-Legged Freak, and William Wallace.
Rebels, nice to see you've shaved, especially for your appearance on Bamzooki. Welcome to the show. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Dakalak is a really special-looking Zook. Tell me what he's all about.
Well, it's best to get the kind of movability at best first, and he's amazing at turning because I decided to put his head following wherever his body goes.
Best of luck, boys. Let's get on with the show because it's now time for the first contest. To celebrate the brand new series of Bamzooki, we've got a brand new contest. Teams, this is Zook Breakout. As you can see, Bernard, my new and improved house Zook, who's pretty brilliant, and Nosy, Rich's same old house Zook, are about to demonstrate the way it works. OK, boys, off we go. Now, if you just watch Bernard, you can see he's going to race all the way down the table to hit that button at the far end. Now, the second he hits that button, he's going to wake up either Fing or Fang, who's going to be released from the cage and is going to attack his opponent. Meanwhile, Bernard's going to go all the way back to the start and win the contest. That is what your Zook has got to achieve, but it's not easy. So for the first time, pick a Zook and make it a good one. Off you go. Go on.
It's a brand new game, never been played before. My advice, pick a quick Zook that can turn.
Maybe Rocky. Rocky might be a good idea.
Yeah, but then he's good for the hurdles.
Flame would be good because he's got a long pointy nose, which will give him a big advantage.
Who's for Krabby then? All right, then.
Are you all decided? Flame?
Yeah.
Rebels, Zookaramas, back you come. Come on.
Well, first up for Zookarama, it's Krabby, and first up for the Rebels, it's Flame. 2 Zooks, 6 legs each. Both look like they're built for speed.
Cheers, Rich. Let's hope they're nice and fast because no team wants to lose the very first contest. Guys, are you ready?
Yeah!
That was nice and loud. Rich, are you ready to commentate?
Absolutely.
Good. Well, then let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Zook breakout is go, and both Zooks make their way down the table. Very similar speeds as they cross in the middle. Flame seems to have got his centre direction a bit wrong, and that means Krabby, although slightly slower, can now release Fang, and Fang goes straight for Oh, he went for Flame, and he's gone straight off the table. This means it's a clear run for Krabby. I don't know where Flame's gone. Seems to be hiding behind the box as Krabby gets there. Great start.
A brilliant start. Rebels, I'm afraid to say, Flame couldn't quite light his way all the way down there and back. But Zookarama, 1 contest down and 1-0 to you. Amber, are you pretty impressed by Krabby there?
Yeah.
Right, well, congratulations to you. And it means as we go into the second contest, Zookarama are 1-0 in the lead. Not only have I given Bernard a snazzy new paint job, I've also given him the skills of a Norwich City striker. Look at that, straight into the back of the net and straight past Nosy. And teams, that is what you've got to try and achieve. This is Zook Ball. You get 2 shots each, so make sure you pick a Zook who can shoot well and save well. For the second time, pick a Zook. Go on.
Hang on, Jake. If Bernard had been given the skills of a Norwich City striker, surely he'd have missed.
I reckon we should use 4-legged freak.
William Wallace would be quite good.
Yeah, but I think we should choose Speedy.
Because he's too...
How about
faster.
Rocky?
That'd be excellent, actually. Is it 4-legged freak?
Who's full football crazy?
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Decision made. It's time for the second contest.
Well, for Zook Ball, the Zookaramas have chosen Football Crazy. I reckon even I could have predicted that. And the Rebels have gone for 4-legged Freak, who's very tiny. Is he going to be big enough to save it?
Well, let's find out, Rich. I'm very excited about this one. Football Crazy shooting first. If his name is anything to go by, the Zookaramas should be celebrating a goal in just a couple of seconds. Dylan, is that going to happen?
Yes.
Let's find out. Rich, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Football Crazy, it's good contact with the ball, and little old 4-legged Freak comes out, hits the post, he touches it round. What a superb save.
The question is he as good at shooting as he's at saving? Let's find out.
Let's find out indeed. He races up, it's good contact, but out comes Football Crazy, and that is a quality save from a quality Zook.
Absolutely. 4-legged Freak nowhere near scoring there. Football Crazy is a pretty good goalie. Let's see if he can score second time around. Eyes down, guys.
Here comes Football Crazy, another good shot, but again, 4-legged Freak touches it round the post.
I tell you what, he may be Football Crazy, but he's not very good as the ball rolls off through the studio. But all this means 4-legged Freak can win it if he scores his final shot. Here we go.
Can 4-legged Freak snatch it? No, he can't. It's another great save. We've seen 4 fantastic saves.
2 Zooks not getting on very well there. A bit of afters after that penalty, but 4-legged Freak could not score his final penalty, which means this is a draw. Very quickly, Freddie, did you expect Football Crazy to be a bit better at football?
Yeah, definitely.
I thought you might say that. Teams, it does mean this is a draw, which means that as we go into the third contest, the Zookaramas are still 1-0 up. OK, teams, our third contest is another brand new game to Bamzooki, and this one is a smasher, literally, because this is Zook Smash, and this is what lies in wait for your Zooks. The first thing you have to do is smash through that wall down there, which Nosy is kind of getting himself stuck on. Once you've negotiated that, it's straight through the swing doors. After that, move these massive boulders out of the way, which Bernard is negotiating very well indeed. Through the columns, through the boxes, and the first Zook over the finish line is the winner. It really is a super tough event, so pick one of your best Zooks for this, and pick your Zook now. Go on.
Well, with only 2 Zooks to choose from, have the teams kept a strong one back?
He's not very good at, like, pushing stuff over, is he? No. So he could use his horns, like his horns point whichever way, so he could, like, clear.
Rocky or Speedy? Since he might tip over. That's a good thing.
Who's going for Rocky?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Good match-up. It's time for the third contest, guys.
Check this, Jake. Rocky is the choice of the Zookaramas. He's the same colour as my pyjamas. Meanwhile, the Rebels are poised to attack with the big red and bendy Dakalak.
Oh, Rich, the BAFTA's all yours, mate. Congratulations. Right, this is a massive one for you, Rebels. You desperately need to win. Best of luck to both teams. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
And away they go, and Rocky bursts through, and so does Dakalak. A storming start from both Zooks. They're both through the swing doors. They hit the blocks together. Who has got the strength? Well, Rocky seems to be making the most progress because Dakalak seems to be caught on something. He's dragged one of the blocks with him from earlier, and Rocky's through. He knocks down the big pole. He charges through the blocks. It's Rocky!
Rebels, unlucky. Dakalak, brilliant name, brilliant Zook, but he just couldn't quite get past those blocks, whereas Zookaramas, Rocky was rock hard there. Congratulations to you, and of course, all this means, as we enter the final, the Zookaramas are 2-0 up. And this, teams, is what all the hard work has been for, our rather impressive Bamzooki final. And this is what you Zooks have got to contend with, OK? The very first Zook has got to smash through that wall right at the front. They'll tag the next Zook, who's got to negotiate 2 rather tricky hurdles. The third Zook somehow has got to get past this moving wall, and the final Zook has just got to sprint as quick as they can to the finish. Whoever gets there first is going to be today's victor. Now, the big job for you right now is to work out which Zook can do which task. So you get thinking about that. And Rich, maybe you can help me out, because I was just thinking, how could the Rebels have improved Flame's performance a bit earlier on Zook Breakout? What do you think?
Well, Flame was all over the place, wasn't he? What he needs is a lesson in turning. And here we go. Tanks turn just like Zooks. OK, Zooks don't have caterpillar tracks, but they do turn in the same way. Tanks can turn in a complete circle on the spot, making them one of the most manoeuvrable vehicles. If you look closely at its tracks, you'll see that to turn, the tank slows down the side that it wants to turn towards. Let's see that again. The track on the left is slowing to pull the tank to the left. Exactly the same way Zooks turn. And by tweaking the turn sharpness, you can determine how slowly your turning side legs will go and how sharp your Zook will turn.
Good knowledge, Rich, but right now let's turn our attention to today's Bamzooki final. Rich, mate, show us your knowledge once again and give us the lineup.
My pleasure, Jake. Well, first up for the Zookaramas, it's Krabby, and he lines up against Dakalak for the Rebels. Second leg in the hands of Rocky for the Zookaramas, and four-legged Freak. Third leg, well, it's Football Crazy against William Wallace. That's his first appearance. And the last leg, Speedy. We haven't seen him before, against Flame.
Oh, this is going to be good. Don't forget, of course, the Zookaramas have a 2-second lead over the Rebels. But will it be enough, teams? Are you ready to find out?
Yeah.
Then let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
And off goes Krabby, making good use of that 2-second head start. But here comes Dakalak, bursting through, tags a four-legged Freak, and Rocky flies over the ramp. Oh, a great performance there from Rocky. He tags Football Crazy. Football Crazy tags Speedy, who for some reason decides to go the other way. Does that mean William Wallace can catch up? No, Speedy's going the right way. He goes for the line. It's Zookaramas!
And you're finished, Rich. Thank you. Congratulations, Zookarama. Listen, Rebels, really unlucky. You came with some brilliant Zooks, but it's such a tough final, this. You did so well. And what can I say, Zookarama? You're coming back for the semi-final. How happy are you feeling, guys?
Brilliant.
All right, congratulations. There you go. We've got some brilliant Bamzooki pictures. Hand those out amongst yourselves. And while they do that, you guys, please do log on to bbc.co.uk/CBBC. Download the latest version of the Zook kit, because anyone can build a Zook and maybe end up on the show. Rich, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next time on Bamzooki. Cheers.
Bye.
We've got 2 new teams, 8 new Zooks, all lined up and ready to play.
This is Bamzooki, and once again, we're going to be putting 8 Zooks to the ultimate test. Rich, I'm guessing this has got something to do with you.
Jake, I reckon I've worked out how to make Nosy fly.
Right, OK, and how do you do that?
Bang the table, Jake.
Right. Rich, is he going to be all right?
I don't know, I've never done it before.
Right, well, while I check on Nosy, you guys can meet today's first team. Nosy?
We're the STZ, and that means Special Team Zook. So,
We believe in discipline, training, and teamwork. So,
And that means being the best, sir.
We strive to be strong.
fast. And
and agile. We are precise in our manoeuvres, and the same applies to our Zooks. This is where we design and test all our Zooks.
We added secret weapons on some of them. This is Tornado. He falls over quite a lot, but we added a tail, now he doesn't fall over. He's much better now.
And take Spike for example. His secret weapon is the front end of his body, which is flat and perfect for ramming things over.
In short, we're creating an army of Zooks fit to beat any others.
Well, they certainly have come out fighting. Here's how they line up. Annihilator. Six-legged mouse. Spike. And Tornado.
STZ, good to see you, and I loved where you designed your Zooks in your secret bunker. Welcome to the show, and I have to say, first impressions of your Zooks, they're tiny. Rory, why are they so small?
Well, because less weight makes them faster and they can fit through small gaps.
And six-legged mouse is a lovely-looking Zook, but is he the kind of creature that's going to cope with the stuff that we've got today? All right, boys, I'm hoping that you do prove that little Zooks can cut it just like the big ones, so best of luck today. And it's now time to meet the team you're up against, and they actually proved to us that Zook building can leave a rather nasty taste in your mouth.
What do you get if you mix loads of lovely chocolate with one of the most deadly bugs in the world? A scorpion.
A chocolate-covered scorpion, of course. Nice on the outside, but real mean and buggy on the inside. That's why we call chocolate-covered scorpions. Raw Zooks and deadly.
Are you all right, Alex?
Yeah, I'm okay. Hey, eating that scorpion is giving me an idea, though. Come on, let's go.
You can't put a sting on a Zook, Alex.
Yeah, I know. But you can make a Zook stingy-like tail thing.
Come on. Come on.
And 3, 2, 1.
Arms together now.
I wonder what it tastes like. What?
Well, the boys have turned up with a tasty lineup. Colossus Ant, Tim the Talking Toilet, Gaff, and Creepy Man.
Welcome to Bamzooki, boys. Good to see you. Now, you have got some amazing-looking Zooks. Yeah, and I've noticed, Alex, a couple of scorpion tails on this table. So does that mean you've recovered from your chocolate-covered scorpion experience?
I think so.
Adam, are you sure they're going to be controllable as well as quick?
Yeah, they are. They've got crossed legs, so they can't go mad.
All right, and you're nice and confident, Timothy, victory could be yours today?
Definitely.
Good. Now, we're not going to be eating any of these, but we will be testing them out. So I think it's time to get on with the show. This is today's first contest. Nose eat Bernard, off you go, boys. Right, teams, today's first contest is Dodgy Zook, and I'm not talking about a second-hand Zook I picked up down the market. I'm talking about this. Now, you may well look at Bernard and think, it looks really easy, but I can tell you now, it's not as easy as it seems to dodge these sliding doors, because if your Zook gets caught, just like Nosy is, then it really can be tough, and your opponent will streak off and win the contest, and it's desperately important that you win the first contest today and set yourself up for a good show. Teams, are you ready to pick your first Zook?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Go on.
Well, the teams need speed, turning ability, and a hint of luck.
Tim, I'd say Tornado. No, Tornado.
Creepy Man's alright, but we want to save him for later.
Annihilator? Nah, he's too long. Spike?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Six-legged mouse.
Six-legged mouse.
Six-legged mouse.
We'll agree on Gaff.
Yeah.
Gaff.
OK, teams, it's time for Dodgy Zook. Let's have you. Come on.
Well, two completely contrasting choices from the teams here. STZ have chosen six-legged mouse because it's a mouse with 6 legs, and that is the massive Gaff.
Rich, thank you very much. And I'm actually really worried about six-legged mouse. Unleashing him against a Zook the size of Gaff just seems a little bit unfair to me. But that's Bamzooki. Teams, are you ready for this?
Yeah!
Rich, are you ready for this?
Certainly am.
Good, then let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, it certainly looks like a mismatch. The massive Gaff up against, well, tiny little six-legged mouse. And Gaff, well, he's doing well. Luck or judgment, who knows? He seems to be getting to the doors at the right time. And that's pretty much what this game is about. If you get to the door at the right time and you're through it, you're laughing. Rather like Gaff is, because he's very nearly at the finish line. He's weaving from side to side, but he's going to do it. The chocolate-covered scorpions take
take the first round.
Congratulations, chocolate-covered scorpions. Alex, I know that you actually invented Gaff. A very strange way of walking. He doesn't go straight, does he?
No.
STZ. Kind of slowly but surely there for six-legged mouse, but it wasn't quite quick enough, so unlucky to you. You have lost the first contest, but don't worry, because there's still 2 more before the final. But it's 1-0 to the chocolate-covered scorpions as we enter the second contest. Go on, Bernard, zook 'em down, my son. That is the way to do it, and that, teams, is the aim of our second contest. What your zookers got to do is start right down there at the start area and hopefully cross the finish line first. But on the way, they've got to knock down every single pole with your team's coloured block at the top, just like that. But here's the twist. If you miss a single block for your team, then I'm afraid to say, even if your zook crosses the finish line first, you're not going to win. So make sure you pick a zook that can zook 'em down. You lot, go and pick your second zook. Off you go.
Well, to zook 'em down, they've got to be powerful, quick and deadly accurate.
So we need a strong zook and we need a fast zook.
First, I'd probably say Spike.
Yeah, he is fast and he would get a good run up.
Creepy Man's quite strong.
Annihilator, maybe.
But the good thing is, he'll be quick.
And the way his legs move, he might knock over 2.
Tim the Talking Toilet.
Yeah, Tim the Talking Toilet.
Okay, Tornado it is.
Interesting matchup. It's time for the second contest.
Well, STZ have chosen Tornado. They'll be hoping he can blow away the opposition. And let's hope, unlike my toilet, Tim the Talking Toilet doesn't suffer any unfortunate blockages.
Thanks for sharing, Rich. OK, are you ready to see these go tumbling?
I surely am.
Teams, are you ready for Zook 'em down?
Yeah!
OK, it's going to be another interesting one. A massive Zook versus a tiny Zook. Best of luck, teams. It's time to start the countdown.
3,
Ready?
2,
Ready?
1.
Yep, it's another little versus large. What have they got in store for us this time? Great start by Tim the Talking Toilet. He's certainly the quicker, well, and the stronger of the 2 Zooks. Oh, he's gone! He's gone off on a disaster for the chocolate-covered scorpions. And that means Tornado has a clear run to the end. Unbelievable, but remember, he has got to knock down every pole. If he crosses the line and he hasn't knocked down all the poles, he ain't gonna win nothing. And here he comes. Well, you can boo all you like, boys, but Tornado is cooking up a storm. Well, a stiff breeze. It's gonna be Tornado for STZ. He's over the line. They've levelled the score.
Chocolate-covered scorpions. Unfortunately, that performance there by Tim the Toilet means that your lead goes down the drain. But STZ, you've won a contest!
Yeah.
Rory, once again, Tornado not really acting like a tornado, but you must be glad that he's won that for you, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, boys. And all this means it couldn't be closer. As we enter the third contest, it's 1-1. Now, teams, we all love going to the fun fair, right?
Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed your Zooks do as well, because our third contest is Merry-Go Zook, and that, Nosy, is how not to do it. This massive circle in the middle of the table is going to spin faster and faster and faster, and hopefully your Zook is going to be the last Zook left on the table, because if he is, then you've won. Nosy, you can't get back on once you've got off. Teams, for the final time, go and pick a Zook. Go on.
Well, if it was down to me, I'd pick a big un and stick him in the middle of the table.
Need a fast one.
I'd go for Annihilator.
He is very strong and quite big.
No. If we use Creepy Man, we've got a better chance of winning.
Spike. Because he's strong and he just won't move.
We all agreed on Creepy Man.
Creepy Man is. Annihilator. Yeah, definitely.
You've made your choice. Come and play the third contest.
Well, quite a threatening-sounding lineup for this game. Annihilator for STZ and Creepy Man for the chocolate-covered scorpions.
When you say it like that, Rich, it does sound like quite a nice matchup. And I have to say, this is the fairest one we've seen so far. 2 quite similar-looking Zooks. Teams, are you ready to see who goes flying first?
Yeah.
Good. Rich, are you ready to talk about who goes flying first?
Absolutely, Jake.
Good. Let's start the countdown.
3,
Ready?
2, 1.
Well, they are both of a similar size, and that's the first time this has happened on this particular show. But which Zook is going to be able to hang on to the merry-go-round? Well, Annihilator getting dangerously close to the edge there, trying to get his way back to the middle. Creepy Man looks pretty well balanced, but Annihilator's getting closer. He's gone! Oh, he's gone.
That was so close for so long. I think in the end, Creepy Man was so massive, he bounced his opponent off the table rather than flying off, so congratulations to you. STZ, don't you guys start worrying. It's all to play for in today's final. Best of luck to you lot. And it means as we enter the final, the chocolate-covered Scorpions are 2-1 up. All right, so after 3 pretty tough contests, we've arrived at an equally tough Bamzooki final, and this is what's lying ahead of you, Zooks. Your very first Zook has got to bash down that massive wall right there, tag the second Zook, who's got 2 rather tricky hurdles to overcome. The third Zook has somehow got to use all their skills to avoid the sliding door, and the final Zook has got to get going all the way to the finish. That's quite simply a sprint, and the first Zook to get home is going to be the winner. Teams, what you've got to do now is work out which Zook is going to do which job for you. So while you do that, Rich, perhaps you can help me out. I was just wondering, how could the STZs have made some slightly quicker Zooks today? What do you think?
Well, looking back at Six-Legged Mouse, I reckon he needs a lesson from our four-legged friends. And here we go. Greyhounds are a great example of how to get a Zook to run fast. These super dogs can run at nearly 40 miles an hour. When the greyhound's running at full speed, it stretches its legs forward as far as it can so that it gains the most ground possible. So next time you're setting the movement path on a Zook, think about the greyhound and its large strides. That way, your Zook may have a chance of running fast.
Cheers, Rich. Now, there are no greyhounds in today's final relay, but there are 8 Zooks. Please, mate, give us the lineup.
Well, on the first leg, we've got Spike. Where's his head? Up against the massive Gaff. On the second leg, Tornado against Colossus Ant. Quick, get the boiling water. Then it's the battle of the funnily named Zooks. Six-legged Mouse up against Tim, the talking toilet. And then a rematch from Merigo Zook, Annihilator versus Creepy Man.
Wow, you can speak quick. Teams, best of luck. Chocolate-covered Scorpions, you've got a 1-second lead into today's Bamzooki final relay. Best of luck to both teams. Are you ready for this?
Yeah!
Good, then let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
And boff! Look at that unbelievable start from the chocolate-covered Scorpions. They've already handed over to Tim, the talking toilet, and Spike has barely got going. Look at... Oh, that's going to hurt in the morning, Tim. Look, oh, my goodness. Ooh, I hope there's a Zook doctor in the house. Meanwhile, back with the greens, we finally handed over to Tornado, but he's having no luck getting over that ramp. Tim, the talking toilet, still struggling at the sliding doors. Can Tornado hand over to Six-Legged Mouse? Tim, the talking toilet, he's upside down. He's through. Can he get the right way up? Meanwhile, Six-Legged Mouse still waiting to be tagged. Tim, the talking toilet, is now stuck with Creepy Man, but he's gone free. What an incredible final.
STZ really unlucky. Some brilliant Zooks. Thank you so much for Six-Legged Mouse. He was amazing. And as for the chocolate-covered Scorpions, you're back for the Bamzooki semi-final to take on another victorious team. And you got your hands on those pictures, so well done to you. And don't forget, you can download the Zook kit from the CBBC website, get building yourself, and who knows, maybe end up right here on Bamzooki. Thanks for watching. Myself, Rich, and the teams, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bamzooki.
Hi, I'm Dan.